is is this situation with Elijah Moore even real? I mean, really? It's like you think he has his little meltdown, he's upset. They send him home to get over it, to be with his family. He comes back to the facility, that's good. And he's inactive, that's not good, but okay, not in the right state of mind. And we're thinking, okay, hopefully, what's our hope? That he's gonna come back, he'll make amends in the locker room, none of our business, we don't have to see it, and everything will be fine, right? Monday comes, no updates. Coach hasn't even spoken to him. Tuesday comes, I don't know if you heard anything. I heard a lot of things yesterday about, all the other issues we're having and the things we're fixing and the trade and all this stuff, but I'm not hearing anything about Elijah Moore. Nothing, except about something about a burner account where apparently he's defending all of his actions. Is it really his burner account? I don't know. I'm not a detective, but it's someone who knows him because they're defending everything he's doing, and that's just not normal. I mean, who defends what he's doing? I mean, he's a second-year player yelling and fighting with his coaches about being used more and getting thrown the ball more in his second year, 17th, 18th game as a professional where he's healthy. So, it doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. Maybe it's A.B. Brown, his best friend, that has the burner account. I don't know. I thought this was like one of the highest character guys on the team. I thought this was a future captain, future leader. I'm not so sure of anything anymore. I do know he came out, and what the new news is, I see a tweet, two tweets, both very cryptic. One of them about being persecuted, and it's a whole thing on persecution. And I just can't understand how he could feel that way. In his first 17 games as a professional, he had more targets, 106, than Cooper Kupp, Devontae Adams, and a host of others. Tyreek Hill. I mean, what does he want? They're winning 4 in a row. This is a time to celebrate and be happy. How can you not be happy for the team? This is a guy who we know this is not who he is. Something's wrong because last year he was so the opposite. He would fight with the reporters about, I don't care about production right now. I care about the team winning. I want to help this team win. And he was helping the team win. Even if he didn't put up numbers, he was blocking. He was a willing blocker. He was a guy willing to do everything. Something has snapped. People say I'm crazy, I'm being harsh, like I'm insulting him. I'm not insulting him when I bring up the possibility of mental illness, because nobody knows what mental illness is. Everybody thinks mental illness means you're nuts or psycho. It doesn't. Half this country lives with mental illness. Anxiety is mental illness. I don't know many people that would say they don't have above average anxiety nowadays. But something's wrong. And it's not just as simple as, oh, he's a selfish this and selfish that. I feel that way, and I'm mad and I'm angry at times. But the reality is, when I say mental illness, I'm not being even worse and taking it to another level. I'm being honest and saying, what's wrong with him? Forget about how he's hurting the team and he's hurting us. Look at how he's hurting himself. This is like when did you think Antonio Brown, it wasn't mental illness when he ran off the field like a lunatic, high-fiving Jet fans in the middle of the game with his shirt off? Do you think that's not mental illness? Mental illness is a lot of different things. Something's going on with this kid. This is not normal. This is not, oh, he made a mistake. He's melting down. When you make a mistake, you then apologize. You calm down. You relax and you calm down, and he's not. If you want to just believe, oh, he's just he's an a-hole and that's all it is, I guess you could think that, but I'm not, in the beginning I thought that he acted like one, right? All of our individual actions one at a time don't define us. Everybody makes poor choices, bad mistakes. If he comes back and he apologizes and said that my emotions got the best of me, fine, don't call him an a-hole. People make mistakes. But the fact that this is still happening and he's putting up tweets like he's being persecuted, that is something to be concerned about. And that is not just simply being an a-hole. That is a person who's being delusional. He's being delusional because we know he's not being persecuted. That's an insult to people who have really been persecuted. I mean, hopefully, maybe he was just reacting to all the fans' responses on Twitter. And he's not talking about the team. I don't know, but what's going on with Elijah Moore? You tell me, because I'm out of answers.